So they're anxious about the possibility that the genuine truth will come out. Totally, you will have a hard time believing what I've uncovered about Steve Harvey, the cherished television character and self-declared family man. In opposition to his public picture, Steve Harvey has been concealing a dull mystery. A new police report has affirmed the unbelievable Steve Harvey has been mishandling his own child Wynton Harvey, causing unfathomable torment. And experiencing the fact of the matter is out, and now is the right time to stand up to the disrupting insider facts prowling in the background. I need equity oak. That is something I've never had. Hey everybody, I'm Leah. And today we discuss an embarrassment that has sent shockwaves through media outlets. We've all respected Steve Harvey's for his humor appeal and family esteems. Yet imagine a scenario where I let you know that behind that charming grin lies an upsetting truth. Recitations have exposed the supposed abuse of his own child Wynton Harvey in the midst of Steve Harvey's painstakingly developed public picture as a committed family man, dearest comic-friendly entertainer, and magnetic television, have disrupting allegations of abuse towards his own kids have lent for a lengthy period. Yet likewise, with any subject, reality will in general be covered in differing records, and murmurs, hypotheses have arisen proposing that Harvey's wandering eye might be the reason prompting the urgent episode where Steve Harvey flew Wynton to Texas. And the troubling sight of injuries on Mary's kid ended up being evident. Lobbyist Essie Berry, a considerable voice locally, as of late ventured forward, disclosing chilling and upsetting disclosures about Steve Harvey. A disclosure that has left Harvey's once perfect standing scratched with profound scratches subsequently. The public presently winds up reeling, wrestling with the exposing of Steve's real essence. Doesn't unnerve me, not at all, not basically. Steve Harvey's achievements reach out a long ways past his prestige as a comedic virtuoso, extending into the domains of acting, delivering, and composing. He is a genuine virtuoso capable at dominating different qualities. Anyway, Harvey's way to progress was a long way from a smooth excursion, requesting unfaltering devotion and energetic endeavors to show up at the zenith of his vocation. The thought that one can rise above their unassuming starting points and climb to inconceivable levels is both wonderful and lowering, with Steve Harvey's everyday routine filling in as an experiencing demonstration of the unlimited expected that elegance and leniency can give to people. Unfortunately, the new sensation disclosure of Steve Harvey's supposed abuse of his own kid has sent shockwaves through the actual underpinning of his achievements. To dig into the matter, it is fundamental to recognize that Harvey has been honored with 7 kids. However, just 4 divide a natural association, the association among Harvey and his most memorable spouse, Marcia Harvey, delivered 3 youngsters, twins Licker and Carly Harvey, alongside more extensive Harvey Jr. Their association in the end lowered following 14 years, prompting a last and definitive finish to State's most memorable marriage in 1994. Not long after he set out on a second conjugal excursion with Mary Shackelford, and together they invited their child Wynton into the world. Anyway, the beginning of their relationship were full of disturbance, at last finishing in a profoundly petulant separation in 2005. Well, I'm energized too, on the grounds that you will get out my home during this while period. Mary made the stunning allegation that Steve had sold out their promises by participating in an extramarital undertaking with his Eb and Flo wife Marjorie Harvey. Accordingly, Steve energetically disproved these charges, eagerly broadcasting their deception and absence of legitimacy. Inquisitively enough, Steve at last proceeded to wed Marjorie, leaving waiting questions about the legitimacy of Mary's cases. I for one dragged the brunt of Steve's harassing an encounter, that blissful and heartfelt excursion, as the accomplice of a famous person into a nerve-wracking difficulty. Mary Lee Harvey too wound up pushed into the unforgiving spotlight by her union with a conspicuous figure in the media. At first she appeared to delight in the consideration and the generosity that came accompanied their association. Distinction jokester Steve Harvey not chuckling this evening as his ex hauls him, kicking and shouting into the spotlight anyway, as the account unfurled her allies wouldn't stay quiet. With genuine words they communicated the persevering through effect of the profound injuries caused, proclaiming, when you get through such firmly established torment, it never really disperses the injury weights, much the same as getting through a type of post-horrible pressure condition. The pulverization is significant. Mary lost her better half, as well as her child, her home, and the existence she once realized across the board-wrecking blow. Let us not fail to remember that she was the one who remained close by during their modest starting points, setting out on an excursion together sometime before popularity grabbed hold. Assuming he really wanted another person, one would have anticipated that he should carefully maintain trustworthiness, saving her such significant misery. It is critical to highlight that these situations transpired preceding the authority disintegration of their association. Her separation from her companion accepted an uncommon turn, as she wound up constrained to keep quiet in regards to their distance. When confronted with the media, dissimilar to other, separated from couples who unreservedly talked about their leaving behind the press, Mary Lee Harvey was bound to mystery, driving numerous people fascinated by the explanations for her powerlessness to talk straightforwardly about her separation and her momentum. Whereabouts the public convention behind Mary, offering backing and sympathy through web-based entertainment stages. One empathetic voice communicated, "My heart goes out to her," as it's obvious that she is as yet persevering through torment. This is where doubt started to emerge as Mary stayed hushed, declining to unadulterated a solitary word about the situation developing in her life. What might have quieted her? While Mary had been a direct observer to everything, seeing her own child being exposed to supposed maltreatment by his dad Steve, and reports of Steve's supposed substance misuse, she decided to keep up with her quiet. Maybe she dreaded the kickback and public examination that would unavoidably follow if she really thought it wise to uncover reality. Mindful of Steve's good open picture and far-reaching reverence, Mary comprehended that the general population and media would probably revitalize behind him anyway. After a lot of time, Mary called the mental fortitude to end her quietness and stand up to the media. The news resounded through different channels, from established press to social stages, magazines, and superstar pages. Steve had been untrustworthy to his significant other Mary, and shared her story on a virtual entertainment stage, divulging Steve's haziest insider facts. 14 days after the fact, "I can't keep quiet. I won't remain quiet any longer. I will not," as opposed to being a simple censure. It turned into a serious public reaction. In the resulting video, Mary, Steve Harvey's ex, blamed him for attacking their young child. As per her record, she had been away for a couple of days after the